Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Ever been on a road trip that goes terribly wrong? How about one that went wrong 15 years ago, but you're still stuck reliving it? That's pretty much the nightmare Sam and Dean Winchester stumble into in Supernatural's Roadkill, an episode packed with twists, turns, and a ghost story that hits way closer to home than anyone expects. For those of you who don't have time to watch, let's dive into this spooky standalone classic and break down exactly what went down. The episode opens on a dark, foggy road late at night. We see David and Molly McNamara driving, arguing about being lost thanks to David's shortcut. Things go from bad to worse when the car suddenly swerves and crashes violently into the woods. Molly wakes up, injured but alive, only to find David is missing. Searching for him, she's terrified to encounter a gruesome, blood-covered man in an old hunting cabin. Just when things seem hopeless, Molly is found on the side of the road by Sam and Dean Winchester in the Impala. She's distraught, telling them about the crash, her missing husband, and the terrifying man who chased her. Dean, noticing a strange detail about her injury and her story, is immediately suspicious. They convince her that fleeing is the immediate priority, but she insists they take her back to the crash site. When they arrive, the wrecked car is inexplicably gone, fueling Molly's confusion and the Winchesters' certainty they're dealing with a powerful spirit. The brothers, being the expert hunters they are, try to explain the supernatural danger to a disbelieving Molly, who just wants to find David and call the cops. Sam and Dean quickly recognize the description of the attacker as Jonah Greeley, a vengeful ghost of a local farmer who died on that very road 15 years prior and haunts it annually, seeking revenge. Their new plan: find Greeley's physical remains and burn them to destroy the ghost. While searching Greeley's old, abandoned hunting cabin nearby, they find clues, old photos, and a love letter from Greeley to his wife. Disturbingly, Dean discovers a hidden room containing the emaciated, skeletal body of Greeley's wife, who apparently hanged herself shortly after his death. They give her a proper burial. As they continue the hunt for Greeley's bones, the vengeful ghost attacks Molly again, tying her up and revealing his rage over his wife's death. Dean manages to shoot him, temporarily dispersing him, and Sam finally locates and digs up Greeley's skeleton. They douse the bones in kerosene and set them ablaze, believing they've put the spirit to rest and saved Molly. With Greeley seemingly gone, the Winchesters take Molly to a suburban neighborhood, stopping in front of a house. They tell her David is inside, which confuses her as it's not their house. Through the window, Molly sees David, alive and well, having coffee with another woman, his new wife. Sam and Dean reveal the shocking truth. 15 years ago, Molly and David were in the car that hit and killed Jonah Greeley. David survived the crash, but both Molly McNamara and Jonah Greeley died. Molly is a ghost, stuck reliving her death every year on the anniversary, forever chased by the vengeful spirit of the man she hit. She's the woman in the road they've heard about in local lore. Library research confirmed only David survived and that Molly was cremated, which explained why burning bones didn't affect her. The Winchesters brought her back to the crash site one last time, not just to hunt Greeley, but to make her confront the reality of her own death and move on. Distraught but finally understanding, Molly walks towards David's house at sunset. She watches him with his new family, accepts her fate, and slowly fades away into a glowing light, finally finding peace. Sam and Dean watch her go, reflecting on the sad, twisted nature of her haunting before hitting the road again. Roadkill is a brilliant example of Supernatural's ability to deliver a genuinely heartbreaking ghost story with a fantastic twist. It flips the script, making the person the Winchesters were trying to save the ghost all along, highlighting themes of grief, denial, and the difficulty of letting go. It's a memorable episode for its emotional depth and clever narrative structure. What did you think of the reveal? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more recaps.